السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله الذي جعل الشمس والقمر حسبانا والنجم والشجر يسجدان، فضل زمانا على زمان كما فضل مكانا على مكان وإنسانا على إنسان، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا وحبيبنا وسندنا وأعلانا وأولانا ومولانا محمد صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم تسليما كثيرا. أما بعد. Welcome to Quranic Arabic Academy. Arabic Grammar Made Easy. Lesson number 46. Why I keep forgetting to change these numbers. At the same time, so lesson number 46. Let's make the dua first. رب يسر ولا تعسر وتمم بالخير وبك نستعين رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد رسولا بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. In this lesson we are continuing with our possessive phrase, which is mudafun and mudafun ilayhi. So in this lesson we'll look at some of the words that comes as mudaf. In the last lesson we've looked at the word kullu. Today we'll look at the word ba'du and mithlu. To save time and to make the lesson shorter, I'm not doing the revision the way we studied before. So let's go straight to the point. A phrase, as we know, a phrase is two or more words, comes in a unit or slot. A phrase is never a sentence on its own. We are learning the 6 types of phrases. So these are the 6 types of phrases. We are on the 5th one, the possessive phrase, made of mudafun and mudafun ilayhi. In the last lesson, we've looked at some of the words that comes as mudaf, and we said we're going to concentrate on the few of the words that is used often. In the last lesson, we've looked at the word kullu. Kullu, if the ism after is a masdar of the same fi'l, then the kullu takes the place of the masdar, which is maf'ul mutlaq. So we say na'ib and maf'ul mutlaqin. After kullu, if the ism is ظرف الزمان, and the kullu will take the place of ظرف الزمان, which is مفعول فيه. So in today's lesson we'll be looking at the word ba'du and mithlu. So number 1 was kullu, number 2 ba'du. When the word ba'd is mudaf, it is translated as one, some, part of. Okay, one, some, part of. Note, it's like the word kullu, ba'du, same. If after the word ba'du is a masdar of the same fi'l, then it is going to be na'ibun an maf'ulin mutlaqin mansubun. If after the word ba'du is a ظرف الزمان, then it is going to be na'ibun an ظرف الزمان mansubun. Same as kullu. Okay. So these are the additional information about the word ba'du. So let's go through again. When the word ba'du is mudaf, it is translated as one, some, part of. If after the word ba'du is a masdar of the same fi'l, then it is going to be naibun and maf'ulun mutlaqin mansubun. If after the word ba'du is a dharfu zaman, then it is going to be naibun and dharfu zaman mansubun. Okay. So in the examples, what we're going to look at, the word after the ba'd, if it is a masdar of the same fi'l, then in the Arab we say naibun and maf'ulin mutlaqin mansubun. And if after the word ba'd is one of the dharf zaman, then we will say naibun and dharf zaman mansubun. Okay, just remember the translation. If ba'd is after the word ba'd, now when the word ba'd is mudaf, and this is how we translate the word ba'd, one, some, part of. Okay, so let's start with our jumla, and let's apply the rules we just learned. The word ba'd. قال بعض الناس. قال بعض الناس. Here we see the word بعض, and there is a word after it, which is in majroor case. That means it is mudaf ilay. So بعض is mudaf. So when بعض is mudaf, it is translated one, some, or part of. So whatever the translation fits in the sentence, we'll translate according to that. Let's analyze the words in the sentence. قال فعل ماضي, and بعض الناس is the fa'il. بعض الناس fa'il. So in this slot, fa'il slot, we see two words. It is a phrase. What type of phrase it is? Yes, mudaf and mudaf ilayh. So بعض is mudaf and nasi mudafun ilayhi. All right, let's start. Translate the sentence. قال بعض الناس. So here بعض, is it one, or is it some, or is it part of? Which one will fit in the sentence? قال بعض الناس. Yeah, some of the people said, or some people said, some of the people said. إعراب قال فعل ماض مبني على الفتح بعد فاعل مرفوع وعلامة رفع ضمة الظاهرة على آخره وهو مضاف الناس مضاف إليه مجرور وعلامة جره الكسرة الظاهرة على آخره. Next sentence. ساعدته. ساعد يساعد, to help. ساعد يساعد. مساعدة is the masdar. مساعدة. So ساعدت is the واحد متكلم. ساعدت, which is the fa'il, and the ha ضمير متصل is مفعول به. So remember, with any فعل, when ضمير متصل is attached, it is always مفعول به. So ساعدته بعض المساعدة. ساعدته بعض المساعدة. So over here, what will be the part of بعض over here? So ساعدته في الماضي plus the فاعل plus the مفعول به. So what slot is بعض in? We know this too is مضاف مضاف إليه, is a phrase. So what is the slot? We can see المساعدة. So مساعدة is the masdar of the fi'l used here. ساعدته بعد المساعدة. So what is the name of the slot of بعض? Remember, مضاف إليه is a slot itself. Okay, مضاف إليه is a slot itself. So because it's a slot itself, we look at the word before it. مفعول مطلق, yes. Because after the word بعض, we see a masdar of the same fi'l. So in this we have a phrase مضاف مضاف إليه. Alright, translate this. ساعدته, I helped him. بعض المساعدة. As we said, after بعض, if there is a مضاف إليه, so بعض becomes مضاف. If بعض is مضاف, it is translated as one, some, part of. Yes, I want others to take part in the lesson as well. I know sometimes it is a bit difficult to type, but try your best to take part in the lesson. Okay, I helped him some help. Okay, because one doesn't fit here, or part of doesn't fit here. Some, okay, I helped him some help, little help. ساعدت فعل ماض مبني على السكون لاتصاله بتاء الفاعل، والتاء تاء الفاعل ضمير متصل مبني على الضم في محل رفع فاعل. Okay, that's fine. And then الهاء ضمير متصل مبني على الضم في محل نصب مفعول به. بعض نائب عن مفعول مطلق منصوب وعلامة نصب الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره وهو مضاف. المساعدة مضاف إليه مجرور وعلامة جره الكسرة الظاهرة على آخره. So do you understand? We just look at the word after the word بعض. If it is the masdar of the same fi'l, بعض becomes نائب عن مفعول مطلق. درست, درس يدرس درسا, to study. Did I write the translation? I don't know. Let's see. درست درس يدرس درسا, to study. So درست بعض الوقت, درست بعض الوقت. درست فعل ماضي plus the فاعل. The ta is the fa'il. So we have فعل and fa'il. So what slot is going to be بعض. الوقت is مضاف إليه. So what does وقت telling us? What is the meaning of وقت? So if it was a masdar of the same fi'l, the بعض is going to be مفعول مطلق ونائب مفعول مطلق. Now here the وقت is giving us the meaning of time. So what is the name of the slot? The name of the slot. مفعول فيه, because the وقت is giving us the meaning of time, so it is a ظرف, and بعض is taking the place of the ظرف, so it is نائب. Okay, بعض مضاف الوقت مضاف إليه. Okay, translate this. درست بعد الوقت. Remember, not exactly the meaning of بعض, one, some, part of. If we need to add one or two words with one, with some, to give us the more meaningful translation, we need to add, okay? درست بعض الوقت. I studied part of the time. Part of the time. But we can translate a bit better than that. I studied some of the times. I studied some of the times. If it was فعل مضارع, then some of the times is okay. But it's فعل ماضي. درست. Okay. I read or I studied for some time. For some time. Some of the time, but some time is, I think, is better. Isn't it? Do you agree with me? Not part-time. I studied for some time. For example, my study time is, for example, 1 hour. Okay. So if somebody asks me, did you study for 1 hour? I say I studied for some time for that period, or from that period. وكذا إعراب درست فعل ماض مبني على السكون الاتصال بتاء الفاعل والتاء تاء الفاعل ضمير متصل مبني على الضم في محل رفع فاعل بعد نائب عن ظرف الزمان منصوب وعلامة نصب الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره وهو مضاف الوقت مضاف إليه مجرور وعلامة جره الكسرة الظاهرة على آخره. Okay, so let's change that. Okay. Okay, let's look at another example. This is Quranic ayah. لبثت يوما أو بعض يوم. لبثت يوما أو بعض يوم. Over here, the أو, as we've learned, it is a حرف عطف, and the word before it is معطوف عليه, and the word after it is معطوف. So معطوف follows the i'rab معطوف عليه, and even because after the word بعض there is a يوم as well, so it is taking the place of ظرف. Okay. لبثت فعل ماضي plus فاعل. يوما أو بعض يوم, all these one slot, مفعول فيه. Then within this slot we have all others, معطوف, حرف عطف, and معطوف عليه, معطوف, and then مضاف, and then مضاف إليه. Okay. So if you analyze this in more details, مفعول فيه, let's analyze مفعول فيه. So we'll say أو حرف عطف, I think because of space I made it shorter. بعض مضاف, يوم مضاف إليه. So we can add another sub slot over here, معطوف عليه. You can add that as well, but as we know, واو حرف عطف, بعض مضاف, يوم مضاف إليه. Can you translate this? لبث يلبث, to stay, to remain. To stay or to remain. Okay, let's look at it. I have remained a day or part of a day. So بعض يوم, وهي it's part of a day. Not one day, not some day, but part of a day. لبثت فعل ماض مبني على السكون لاتصاله بتاء الفاعل, والتاء تاء الفاعل ضمير متصل مبني على الضم في محل رفع فاعل. يوما مفعول فيه منصوب وعلامة نصب الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره, أو حرف عطف لا محل له من الإعراب. بعض معطوف عليه, معطوف على يوما. بعض معطوف على يوما, نائب عن ظرف الزمان منصوب. وعلامة نصب الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره وهو مضاف. So if the word بعض is نائب عن ظرف الزمان. This is how you write the Arab. بعد, if it's obvious معطوف, then we write معطوف on the word يوما. If it's not معطوف, we just write بعد نائب عن ظرف الزمان منصوب. Okay. عن يوم مضاف إليه مجرور وعلامة جره الكسرة الظاهرة على آخره. Yeah, well done. Let's look at another word, مثل. Okay, so this is all about بعض. If the بعض is مضاف, we translate one of the three, either one, some, or part of. If after بعض is the masdar of the same fi'l, then it is نائب and مفعول مطلق. And after the word بعض, if it is a ظرف, بعض becomes نائب عن ظرف الزمان, and ظرف is منصوب always. Let's look at number 3, the word مثل. Number 1 was the word كل. Number 2, the word بعض. Number 3, the word مثل. When the word مثل is مضاف, it is translated as like or similar. Like, similar. If the word مثل comes after an اسم نكرة in al-idafa construction, means مثل becomes مضاف, then it is going to be a na'at. Okay, so in idafa construction, after مثل, if اسم نكرة, then مثل becomes na'at. Next, if the word مثل comes for describing a fi'l, then it is going to be مفعول مطلق. Okay, so sometimes this مثل comes to describe the fi'l. So if the word comes after مثل, it is اسم نكرة. In idafa construction, then it is going to be na'at. And if the word مثل comes for describing a fi'l, then it is going to be a مفعول مطلق. Okay, so these are the few things to know about the word مثل. Translation will be like or similar. So let's see in the examples, if we see after مثل and اسم نكرة, we'll make that a na'at. And if we see the مثل is coming and it is describing the fi'l, then مثل will be مفعول مطلق. Example, زيد رجل. زيد رجل. So زيد, we can say it is معرفة, and رجل nakira. So in what construction or what jumla do we see a معرفة than a nakira? Obvious, جملة اسمية. So زيد is مبتدا, رجل is the khabar. So anything that comes after رجل, all will be in the slot of the khabar. Okay. So let's go back. What did we say? if the word mithl comes after an ismun nakiratun. Remember this. If mithl comes after ismun nakiratun. Okay. So Zaydun rajulun mithlu. Yes. So mithlu is coming after the word nakiratun. Sorry about that. Zaydun rajulun mithlu Khalidin. So because the mithlu is coming after the ism nakira, so this is going to be not. Zaydun mubtada, rajulun mithlu Khalidin, or this is khabar. Then within khabar we have man'ut, which is rajulun man'ut, and all this is not. So in the slot of not, from here another thing we learn, that a not also can be a slot. Okay, so in this slot we see a phrase made of mudaf and mudaf ilayh. Translation will be Zayd is the man like Khalid. إعراب زيد مبتدأ مرفوع وعلامة رفعه ضمة ظاهرة وعلى آخره. No, it's not مضاف. I can change that. رجل خبر مرفوع وعلامة رفعه ضمة. Just change that straight away. Otherwise, confused. زيد مبتدأ مرفوع وعلامة رفع ضمة ظاهرة على آخره. رجل خبر مرفوع وعلامة رفع ضمة ظاهرة على آخره. مثل هي نعت. Why? It's coming after اسم نكرة. نعت مرفوع وعلامة رفع ضمة ظاهرة على آخره وهو مضاف. خالد مضاف إليه مجرور وعلامة جره الكسرة الظاهرة على آخره. Next example. ما جعل الله بيتا مثل الكعبة. We see the word مثل coming here. Is that after اسم النكرة بيتا? Yes, it is. بيتا اسم النكرة. مثل is coming after اسم النكرة. So this مثل will be not. This will be منعوت. So in not we have a phrase مثل الكعبة مضاف إليه. ما حرف نفي. جعل في الماضي لفظ الجلالة الله فاعل. بيتا مثل الكعبة. This is one slot مفعول به. بيتا مثل الكعبة. So in this we have two slots, two phrases. In this we have two phrases. One is منعوت النعت. Another one مضاف مضاف إليه. So بيتا منعوت مثل الكعبة نعت. So in that we have a phrase made of مضاف and مضاف إليه. Okay, translate this. ما جعل الله بيتا مثل الكعبة. ما حرف نفي. جعل فعل ماضي. لفظ الجلالة الله فاعل. بيتا مثل الكعبة مفعول به. The main slot. Within this slot we have another two phrases. One is made of منعوت and نعت. Another one is made of, mudafun and mudafun ilayhi. Yeah, well done. Allah did not make any house like Kaaba. The ismun nakiratun. Yeah, well done. Translated well. Any? Ja'ala is not to create, is it? Ja'ala is to make. Okay, understand? Allah did not make a house like the Kaaba. Allah did not make a house, any house. That's fine. ما حرف نفي لا محل له من الإعراب جعل فعل ماض مبني على الفتح الله لفظ الجلالة فاعل مرفوع وعلامة رفع الضمة الظاهرة على آخره عن بيتا مفعول به منصوب وعلامة نصب الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره مثل نعت مرفوع. نعت مرفوع. Why is a nat? It's coming after اسم نكرة. مثل نعت مرفوع وعلامة رفعه الضمة الظاهرة على آخره وهو مضاف. الكعبة مضاف إليه مجرور وعلامة جر الكسرة الظاهرة على آخره. Okay. I thought I was going to finish this lesson within 30 minutes, but this is how it is. I've tried my best to make the lesson as short as possible. But again, what we have started, we need to finish. Right? Right, so the word, we're looking at the word mithl. If mithl comes after a nakira ism, it is going to be nat. And if the mithl, let's see here. Okay, if mithl describes a fail, then it is مفعول مطلق. So let's see. رأيت مثل طائرة. طائرة وطائر is plane. طائر وطائرة. A plane. رأيت فعل ماضي plus fa'il. Okay, what is going to be this slot? We know it is مثل طائرة مجرور case مضاف مضاف إليه. So what will be the slot? Let's see. Yep, it is مفعول به. Good. مفعول به. Why? Here the mithl is not coming or is not describing the fail ra'a. Ra'a yara, to see. Ra'a yara, to see. So here mithla is coming maf'ulun bihi. In maf'ulun bihi we have a phrase mudaf mudaf ilayh. Translate. So mithla is like or similar. As I said in the translation, if we need to add something to make a good translation, so we need to add those words in the translation in English. رأيت مثل طائرة. طائرة, it should be ra. Okay. And so مفعول به. Okay, mashallah. Yeah, okay. طائرة, bird, or طائر, plane. So let's take the ta away. Yeah, I saw something like a plane. رأيت, I saw مثل طائرة, like a plane, but something, as we said, we need to add something to make the translation. رأيت فعل ماض مبني على السكون الاتصال بتاء الفاعل، والتاء تاء الفاعل ضمير متصل مبني على الضم في محل رفع فاعل، مثل مفعول بمنصوب وعلامة نصبه الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره وهو مضاف. طائرة مضاف إليه مجرور وعلامة جره الكسر على آخره. Alright, let's change that to طائر to make it a plane. طائرين. Alright, let's look at the next one really quickly. عدل يعدل. عدل يعدل, to be just or to be fair. عدل عمر مثل أبو بكر. I can see if there's anything wrong there. Is anything? Okay. First, analyze عدل في الماضي عمر فاعل. Now, what is the slot of this? What is slot after fa'il? We need a maf'ul. Okay, let's see. Maf'ul, yes. But what type of maf'ul is it? So two things here. Any mistake? Not mistake. Wrong. Anything wrong here? And what is the name of the slot? So after mithl, the word will be mudaf ilayh. And over here, Abu is one of the al-asma al-khamsa. So what is the i'rab of af'al al-khamsa in marfu case? With the waw. In mansub case, with the alif. In majroor case, so is Abu in marfu case, is Abu in mansub case, or Abu in majroor case? Because the word mithl is before it. Why is it in mansub case? Because the word mithl is before it. Remember we said mithl comes mudaf. No, why is a mansub case? Think. Maf'ul is not this one, is it? Maf'ul is this one, the first word. Okay, the first word. The others will follow whatever before or after. Yeah. So mithl is mudaf. Abu will be mudaf ilayhi. Okay, that's one. So it's going to be with the ya, abi. What is the name of the slot here? It is maf'ul, but which one? Is that maf'ulun bihi? It can be maf'ulun fihi because there's no zarf zaman here. So it is either maf'ulun bihi or either maf'ulun mutlaq. So which one? Okay, it is, look, it is describing the fail. مثل okay عادل of Abu Bakr. So مفعول مطلق. Right. مثل مضاف أبو وأبي مضاف إليه and بكر مضاف إليه. Okay, so I purposely left that just to make you understand. Umar was fair like Abu Bakr رضي الله عنهما. إعراب عدل فعل ماض مبني على الفتح. عمر فاعل مرفوع وعلامة رفع الضمة الظاهرة على آخره. I just explained how is it mutlaq because مثل over here is describing the فعل عدل. مثل مفعول مطلق منصوب وعلامة نصب الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره وهو مضاف. عن أبي مضاف إليه مجرور وعلامة جر الياء لأنه من الأسماء الخمسة. بكر مضاف إليه مجرور وعلامة جر الكسرة الظاهرة على آخره. Okay, so you need to concentrate a little bit. If the مثل is describing the fail in this sentence, it is. So it's going to be مفعول مطلق. So let's change that. So مفعول مطلق and change that to أبي. Yeah, understood. Okay, let's move on. Next one. لم يؤتى أحد مثل مال قارون. لم يؤت أحد مثل مال قارون. As we know, لم is حرف نفي وجزم وقلب. لم comes in فعل مضارع. It does three things. Number one, it makes فعل مضارع مجزوم or جزم case. Number two, it is نفي. It negates the action, the fail. It is also قلب. It changes فعل مضارع into ماضي. لم يؤت. So فعل مضارع, is it معلوم or is it مجهول? Let's look at it. حرف نفي وجزم وقلب. يؤتى فعل مضارع مجهول. فعل مضارع مجهول. Okay, I've got another blank page here. Let's make فعل مضارع مجهول. You remember how to make فعل مضارع مجهول? For example, نصر ينصر. نصر ينصر فعل مضارع. So we take ينصر and let's make فعل مضارع. How do you make فعل مضارع? First of all, second to last letter. Second to last letter فتحة. And علامة مضارع. علامة مضارع ضمة. Okay. So second to last letter فتحة. علامة مضارع ضمة. If there is ضمة already, so you don't need to put ضمة. ضمة is there. So ينصر becomes ينصر. So this فعل يؤتى is the فعل آتى. آتى. Which one is it? يؤتي. آتى يؤتي. To give. So if we take يؤتي فعل مضارع, let's make into a مجهول. second to last letter put fatha. Okay, so second last was the ta will have a fatha and علامة مضارع ضمة. So already has a ضمة. That's it. يؤتى في المضارع مجهول يؤتى. So when lam comes, what does lam do? Lam makes فعل مضارع into a مجزوم case. If the last letter is حرف علة, it drops. So when you drop the حرف علة, becomes يؤتى. يؤتى. Understand? So let's go back very quickly and let's do that. لم يؤتى أحد مثل مال قارون. لم حرف نفي and يؤتى فعل مضارع مجهول. أحد نائب فاعل نائب فاعل and the rest of the slot is مفعول. Oops, I was going to ask you what type of maf'ul is it? Look, is it مثل describing the فعل يؤتى or given this? So this was given, isn't it? Like the other one, مفعول به was given. So it is مفعول به. All right. In here we have a phrase مثل مضاف مالي مضاف إليه قارون مضاف إليه. Translation: no one was given wealth like قارون. لم يؤت أحد, no one was given wealth like قارون. إعراب لام حرف نفي وجزم وقلب لا محل له من الإعراب. يؤتى فعل مضارع للمجهول مجزوم وعلامة جزمه حذف حرف العلة. أحد نائب الفاعل مرفوع وعلامة رفع ضمة ظاهرة على آخره مثل مفعول به منصوب وعلامة نصب الفتحة ظاهرة على آخره. مالي مضاف إليه مجرور وعلامة جر الكسرة الظاهرة على آخره. And قارون, look at this, مضاف إليه مجرور وعلامة جر الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره نيابة عن الكسرة لأنه غير منصرف. So let's write it here. نائب الفاعل. Okay. So أحد نائب الفاعل مرفوع وعلامة رفع ضمة الظاهرة وعلى آخره. And the rest is the same. Okay, so this was the page. We looked at how to make فعل مضارع مجهول. And the last example, يصلي المسلمون مثل النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. Over here we got مثل. So يصلي is one slot, which is the فعل. المسلمون one slot, which is the فعل المضارع. المسلمون فاعل. So this will be مفعول. Now tell me what type of مفعول is this? مثل النبي. See, I can finish the lesson in 15-20 minutes. The maximum I can finish in half an hour. But over here we're learning something. I need to ask you questions. So it is, as we said, it will be a students should take part in the lessons. This is why it takes some time. So when a mithl comes in a sentence, we need to look at, is it the mithl describing the fi'l? If it's not describing, it's maf'ulun bihi. But if it's describing, it is maf'ulun mutlaqun. So if we can add something here. مثل صلاة النبي. مثل صلاة النبي. So the Salatul Nabi, the way he is to pray, it is an action. Yes, it is describing the fi'l yusalli. Right? It's maf'ul mutlaq. مثل النبي. And we have a phrase here, مثل مضاف النبي مضاف إليه. Muslims pray salat like the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, like the salat of the Nabi. Instead of writing salat again, we say يصلي المسلمون مثل النبي. Muslim pray salat like the Prophet. يصلي فعل مضارع مرفوع وعلامة رفع الضمة المقدرة. Because يصلي, we don't put the dhamma there. Why is it muqaddara? منع من ظهورها الثقل. أنا المسلمون فاعل مرفوع وعلامة رفع الواو لأنه جمع المذكر السالم مثل مفعول مطلق منصوب وعلامة نصب الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره وهو مضاف. النبي مضاف إليه مجرور وعلامة جره الكسرة الظاهرة على آخره. Okay, so this is the end of lesson 46. So in the next lesson, we'll look at some other words. We've looked at the word kullu, we looked at the word ba'du and mithlu. There's 2 or 3 more words left. We'll look in the next lesson. So we ask Allah to accept everything that we're doing. We ask Allah to give us the ability and the tawfiq and the zeal and the love of Arabic grammar. Our main aim is to understand the Quran. So as much as we learn, the more we will understand the Quran. We ask Allah to give us that so we can understand His book and we can follow the Quran and implement the Quran in our life. آمين يا رب العالمين. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.